so that's something.
All right, learning a little bit more about this as we go along, but very interesting. Hawaii farmers and lawmakers are looking to protect our poi. There's a bill in the State House right now that would do just that. Civil Beat's Thomas Heaton joins us now to explain. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about this proposed bill. What exactly would it do, and what protections would it give?
So this bill was introduced a little bit late in session, Senate Bill 890. The bill initially proposed protecting kalo and more specifically protecting poi. It proposed putting a kibosh and stopping all imported, potentially, kalo from making its way into locally milled poi. So it would have been like champagne or Parmigiano Reggiano, where it has to be from Hawaii, grown in Hawaii, and then milled here to be called poi. Lawmakers changed their minds on the advice of the Attorney General, who said that may be a breach of interstate commerce rules. So now it's a labelling bill. Now it's talking about transparency and labelling and making sure that people know that what's in their poi is either grown in Hawaii, or it may also have some other, other taro or kalo that was added into it that may come from a place like Samoa or Mexico or perhaps even China.
So this is something that makes sure that what you get when you order it is authentic and it's fresh. Now, legislators have voted before to protect other products and other foods, like Kona coffee, for instance. So how does that work, and how would that benefit the farmers particularly?
So one of the big problems is farmers in Hawaii have it tough. The cost of doing business is really difficult here. It's high. You've got high labour costs. You've got difficulty in getting land. You've got water issues. So it's really difficult to do business here. But one thing that the Hawaii farmers do have is the beauty of the Hawaii name. There's a lot in the Hawaii name that you can, use to get a good price for your product. Yeah. So that's one thing that they're trying to protect there, and so it's really about helping the Hawaii farmers make the most of the name while not letting perhaps other folks from outside of the islands use that name and maybe leverage it in a way that's not cool.
And we've seen situations like that, right, with poke, the King's Hawaiian sweetbread, and so forth. How about this? You mentioned, very interesting, a squabble between some of the larger mills and some of the smaller mills. What was that all about?
Yeah, so some of the larger mills are saying, well, we need consistency in supply. There's about close to 5 million pounds of kalo that is grown in Hawaii every year. And the way that kalo grows, with climate change, with variation in weather, it's difficult sometimes to have that consistent supply, which the big poi mills want. They want to be able to tell their customers that there's going to be product on the shelf every week. But that also means that they need to have a consistency in price as well. So that's one of the big kind of touch points there and kind of pain points. While the smaller guys are like, well, if we don't have kalo that's grown locally, we just won't make poi this week. Yeah. So those are kind of, it's a little bit to do with the market dynamics.
Yeah. Very, very interesting, though. So it's worth a read. You can find the full article on civilbeat.org or text 66866 to get their newsletter. Thomas, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, 7:17, we'll be right back after this.